Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mystery Channel 33. I am Tatiana. I'm here to help solve more missing women, shooting men cases. So let's begin. This is off the Shortly Project. Her name is Trukita, Trukita Scott. This is how she looks. Okay, and it was actually my mama's sister in the movie Gang of Roses. Okay, she was actually murdered in real life. Okay. This is a tattoo. I don't know what it say. I think it say Laura. Okay, somebody gave her that tattoo, Laura with grapes on it. And this the suspect. I think the real killer is like hiding in the body though. But let's see, okay? She has been missing since June the 25th, 2014 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She is classified as endangered missing. Her sex is female. Her race is black. Her date of birth is October the 20th, 1989. She would have been 36 years old. The age she went missing is 24 years old. Her height and weight is 5'6", 135 pounds. Her clothing and jewelry description: a khaki U-Haul uniform shirt, black pants, and black Reebok sneakers. Okay. It could be the killer outfit, okay, because she had on a dress in the movie. Okay. Yeah, somebody, they trying to ship her away, okay? Yes. I'm also hearing the trash can, okay? Associated vehicles, a Go 2007 Nissan Altima with a Florida license plate number, capitalized BCVX16, accounted for. Her distinction characteristics is black female, black hair, brown eyes. Scott has the following tattoos: the name Alfred on her abdomen, a red rose, and the word loyalty in black script in the center of the chest. So that's what it say. It don't say Laura. One butterfly on each side of her lower abdomen. A photo of her chest tattoo is posted with this case summary. Scott's ears are pierced. Her nickname is Kita. Details of disappearance: Scott was last seen after she left work in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at 2 o'clock p.m. on June 25th, 2014. She was supposed to pick up her two toddlers from daycare but never arrived. She has never been heard from again. Her cellular phone was turned off at 4 o'clock p.m. after she sent a text message to her fiance saying she loved him. I'm hearing food, okay? This is also, also about, this about multiple people in this one. The day after Scott disappeared, the phone was turned back on and pinging cities all over South Florida. A week after her disappearance, her gold 2007 Nissan Altima with the Florida license plate number BCVX16 was found abandoned at Northwest 40th Street and 10th Avenue in the Liberty City neighborhood of Miami, Florida, 24 miles from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, so it's about me, Jasmine. It's about the kids, okay? It's about a lot of people in this situation, okay? Carl Monty Watts, who is Scott's former boyfriend and the father of her son, is a person of interest in her disappearance. True, he has a criminal history for crimes including kidnapping and sex offenses, and witnesses reported he and Scott frequently argued and he was physically abusive towards her and had threatened her. True, in the movie Daddy's Little Girls. A photo of Watts is posted with this case summary. Authorities wanted to question him but was unable to locate him for some time after Scott's disappearance. Okay, food, but ain't got nothing to do with me. He did eventually resurface when he turned himself into law enforcement in July to face charges for violating the conditions of his supervised release on a federal weapons violation. Who? Yes, I was. So ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't hide him. The violation came from his arrest in June, the same month Scott disappeared. when Ross was charged with battery and false imprisonment after a May 1st incident in which he tried to force a teenage girl into his car while she waited at a Fort Lauderdale bus stop. He had 3 prior arrests for kidnapping as well as other offenses and has served 2 terms in prison, okay? And this about the Grim Sleeper, okay, and me, okay? So that's why I said she could be around the trash cans, okay? Scott pleaded guilty to battery in August 2014. The judge called him a predator and sentenced him to 11 months in prison. After his release in April 2022, Ross was arrested for second-degree murder in the death of his wife, Shandell Harris. He had allegedly punched her and stabbed her 6 times the day before her death, and she filed charges against him. My bad. The one who posted about the dead little girl. This is her sister, okay? So yes, I am, okay? That's probably why. Ross confronted his wife in public with her mother and her young daughter both present and offered her money to her to drop the charges. I'm hearing true. When she said no, he reportedly shot her to death. I'm hearing yes. Some regarding Selena, the movie she went to go get some money, okay, for a situation. He is awaiting trial in Harris's murder. She is not the first partner of his to be murdered. Vicky Simmons was found murdered in 2009 and she was dating Ross at the time of her death. No charges have been filed against anyone in Simmons' murder. Ross is reportedly a suspect in that case. However, Ross had made contradictory statements about Scott's disappearance. At first, he stated he seen her the afternoon she disappeared, something which was impossible because Scott has been running errands with her mother at that time. Then he said he hasn't seen her at all. Phone records indicate that Scott and Ross was together on the day of her disappearance. Yes, they was, okay. Well, she was finna go meet up with him. I'm talking about, well, they put in Jasmine and Steve in that, but yes, okay. So that's probably what it is. The dude that I said was missing. I mean, they saying that her husband that they saying is the killer, okay. They probably went together, okay, to the place to get someone. Could be a missing child of theirs or something. Okay, I'm hearing Naya, okay. Phone records also show that on that day, yes, that I just did, Ross was in Liberty City, the place where Scott's car was later located. Scott was working 2 jobs at the time of her disappearance, one for the U-Haul company and one as a caregiver for mentally disabled adults. She dreamed of a career as a police officer and had gone on a ride along with the Miami Gardens Police Department a week before she vanished. True. Also, she probably pressed charges. She has a history of leaving without warning, and her loved ones don't believe she would have abandoned her children. Foul play is suspected in her case, which remains unsolved. True. Investigating agency is Fort Lauderdale Police Department at 954-828-5700. The source information is Florida Department of Law Enforcement, the Black and Missing Foundation, the Miami Herald, Name Us, the South Florida Sun Sentinel, the Q Center for the Missing Persons, CBS Miami, Facebook page for Trukita Scott, NBC Miami, News One, and Trukita Scott's Facebook page. Okay, and that's all the information they have of Trukita. If you'd like to help with this case, you can. Yeah, I think so too. But if you'd like to help with this case, okay, yeah, okay, could be from the Bunny Mac show. Okay, so they getting multiple people in these pictures, okay? If you like to help with this case, you can. I don't do it for the fame or the money. I do it because it's what I love to do. And to the real families of these victims, corporate America will set you up. Also, this is a disclaimer. The cases has been solved. The family and I just want to post these for awareness, okay? Enjoy.